Hey foodies, today I'm going to be showing you how to get a juicy chicken breast. Now this is going to be a super easy recipe. We're not going to be searing this. This is going right in the oven. Now I know a lot of people don't like chicken breast because they think it's dry, but I'm telling you, once you guys try this recipe, you're going to change your mind. All you got to do is follow these easy steps. So let's get into the video. All right, so first I'm gonna start off with some freshly washed, skinless, and boneless chicken breasts. And you wanna go ahead and tenderize that with a mallet or a can just to make sure it has the same thickness throughout. That way it can cook evenly. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some fresh herbs. Now you can go ahead and use dry herbs, just make sure you use half the amount. So I'm gonna be chopping up 4 sprigs of cilantro. You just wanna make sure you chop that finely. Then I'm gonna go ahead and set that aside. And I'm going to take 1 sprig of sage, go ahead and ball that up, and I'm going to chop that up finely as well. All right, so now I'm going to chop up some rosemary. I'm using 1 sprig of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and detach the rosemaries from the stems, which is super simple. And then after I do that, I'm going to go ahead and chop that finely, set that aside. Then I'm going to use 4 sprigs of thyme. And how you do that is you just pull it off of the leaf like you see me doing. I'm also going to add in a half of a lemon. So go ahead and set that aside because we're going to be using that later. So now I'm going to take all of those herbs and I'm going to transfer them to a bowl. And then I'm going to add in about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm going to squeeze half of a lemon. If you happen to get any seeds in there, just make sure you remove them because it will make your chicken very bitter. Now I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of honey. That's just going to add a little bit of sweetness so it doesn't taste too acidic. So you just want to go ahead and give that a good mix. Once that's well combined, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of basil, 2 teaspoons of complete seasoning, and about 1.5 teaspoons of garlic and herb seasoning or garlic salt. All right, so once we're done adding in that seasoning, you just want to go ahead and mix that all together. Once that is mixed, we're going to go ahead and apply that to our chicken. You can see I left a little bit of fat on my chicken breast. If you have that on yours, you can go ahead and trim that off if you would like. It still is going to be juicy. So right now I'm just going in and I'm adding all of that marinade onto our chicken. Make sure I really massage that in. This little marinade sauce has tons of flavor. All right, so once I'm done getting one side, of course you want to go ahead and flip that over and do the other side as well. And we're going to be using all of this sauce. So you just want to go ahead and add all of that. And then we're just going to go in with our hands and massage all that in like we did previously. All right, so now I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of cayenne pepper onto these, probably about 1/2 teaspoon. Now you don't have to add cayenne pepper. I'm just adding this to give it a little kick. If you don't like spice, you can skip the cayenne pepper and this chicken breast will still be good. Now I'm gonna place this on a baking sheet. Go ahead and line that with some foil and I'm gonna pop this in the oven on 450 for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and let that broil for a minute. That is optional. I just want to give these chicken breasts a little bit of color. And this is what these chicken breasts look like fresh out the oven. I'm just going to go ahead and let these cool off for a little bit. That way I could cut into these so you guys could just see how juicy these chicken breasts are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And you could just see that juice oozing out of there. As you can see, those chicken breasts are nice and crispy, but they're very juicy and moist in the inside. And that's exactly what you want when you're eating chicken breasts. You could just see all the crispy crusts. Now you can leave it like this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add all of those leftover drippings that was made from the pan that we baked this in. And that's just gonna give it even more added flavor and even more juiciness. I hope you guys enjoyed this easy chicken breast recipe. If you did, go ahead and give this video a like, as well as subscribing to my channel. I post new recipes every week, and I know you guys don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.